Hello everyone, and today I am going to be talking about the equipment WOD for Friday, happy Friday, when this comes out. So we got 4 rounds for quality, and I put that just word in there because sometimes we rush through the strength or the skill work that we have in the beginning of class or beginning of our workouts. So I want you to think about quality today because all of these movements don't need to be rushed, and they shouldn't be because they can be very difficult, and if you actually slow down, it'll make it more difficult for those at home that feel like you're not getting the strength that the barbell provides, or the certain stimulus that you normally get in the gym in a group environment. Well, how about this? Slow it down. Make it harder on yourself by making it longer. All right? I know it's hard for us to wrap our head around as CrossFitters. We want to do things fast and to the point. Right now, I'm saying let's go slow and to the point. Right? Let's go take your time to build a lot of stress under time under tension, I guess is another word of looking at it. So anyway, so the movements today are actually 3 of them. There's 4 rounds for quality, so there's a bit of time. So we want to keep moving through this slowly, but not resting too much, right? They should be nice and slow, moving from one movement to the next. So we got 4 Turkish Get-ups. Now we've done a lot of Turkish Get-ups because the Turkish Get-ups are a really great movement for forward and backward, up and down, and side to side. So on all the different planes of our reality. And it's something you can do with anything at home. So 4 Turkish Get-ups on each side. Now we haven't done that many volume on each side, but a Turkish Get-up can take a while. If you don't have the time, or if you're running behind, then go ahead and bring it down to 3 or 2 on each side, right? Want to do 4 Turkish Get-ups, and then after that we're doing 10 YTWs is what I'm calling them. I've done this a lot in my classes. I do a lot for myself for shoulder health, and it's also really good for developing strength for the pull-up that you're not maybe doing as much, but it's something to keep that muscle tissue and that shoulder girdle alive and well, right? So Turkish Get-up, I'm not going to demo too much, but it is, it's basically you're going to grab a kettlebell or a dumbbell, it'll lay on the ground, right? And the deal here, let's see if I can get more in the frame here. The deal here is I want my same knee and hand up to the sky, and my other hand and leg are out to the side, stabilizing, right? So I'm looking at the kettlebell. I'm gonna go up onto my forearm, lock out my arm, then I'm gonna push through my leg and arm, bring my hip up, slide my front leg back underneath my hip. And this is important because I want to put weight on this back leg so I can then set up with my midline. Now my front leg, I'm going to go ahead and resituate. It might be a little bit out and not really in a good place to stand up. And that back leg might be a little turned in. So I'm going to turn it out. So I got a nice straight lunge, stand up all the way, come back down, right? Twist that leg back in, hand goes back down, nice and close to the body. A lot of people want to go out far. Go ahead and nice and close, stay close, bend the hips, shoot the hips back, put that loading onto that arm, and then leg goes through, butt down, forearm, back. Don't crush your face. Right? So add weight if you need every round. That's the Turkish Get-up, so 4 on each side. The 10 Y, T, and W's, I have a video that I'm gonna post in the description below if you need more videos, but basically stand up with 2 weight, very lightweight. These are 5s, you could even do lighter like 2s, or just your hands, that's fine as well. Shoot the hips back. A Y, you're just making a Y with your hands. And so relax your grip a little bit and think about using your shoulders rather than your forearms. And making Ys, right? Kind of going out to a 45-degree angle versus a 90, right? Making Ys. You're gonna do 10 Ys, and then you're gonna do 10 Ts, next, Ts. Out to the side, pretty straightforward. And then W's, and this one's really tough, so you might actually want to drop the weight because this is a little bit harder. But the dumbbell or whatever weight you're doing is going to be parallel to each other. Elbows out to the side to a 90-degree angle, and bring them up to your temple, back down. And 10 of these. And that's very familiar to the Cuban press, which some Olympic lifters will know about, right? Where we drive overhead. And that'd be a good option too if you want to work on overhead. But these are all pushing that hips back, nice neutral spine, and working on that development of that shoulder girdle. And then finally, for the strength portion, the last movement of the 3, it's going to be plank marches. And there, You're actually not moving or marching, but you are gonna start in a forearm plank and then extend your arms. And you're marching your arms basically, right? Back and forth. Now you can sway nice and easy, right? Like that. Try not to shift your hips as much. Go wide with the feet and march. Yeah, and some of these are new movements, right? So come with an open mind. I got the links below for you to watch these movements. I think they're really helpful. Slow down, do 10 reps of each. Enjoy it. The workout though is 4 rounds, 4 times. We're gonna have a 200-meter run, followed by 14 kettlebell snatches or dumbbell, or even barbell if you really wanted to opt for that, if you don't have a kettlebell or dumbbell. 14 reverse lunges with the kettlebell dumbbell, or you could even do reverse lunges with the barbell, right? Overhead on one side. So you're doing everything on the right side for the first round, right? Right arm snatches, and then right leg lunges. And then 200-meter run, so recover a little bit on the run, and then come back and do the left side, right? So it's going to be taxing. You want to pick a weight that you could do. This all pretty much unbroken, especially the first round, something that you can tolerate because you are doing one side for one consistently versus alternating. So you need to pick a weight that you can really sustain on one side the whole time. Now you're going to have a weaker side, so that's the side you want to think about. So when you're doing this at home or wherever you are working out, prep the movement. Do one, half round. Do like a 7 reps on your right side for snatches, 7 overhead lunges, and see how it feels. And then kind of distribute the weight based on how that mini or warm-up WOD feels like. I know it sounds like extra work. That's okay. It's good to do extra work. You're gonna do this 4 times through for time, so nice and quick. The run, I would not go crazy in the first round. Don't sprint your heart out because you wanna make sure that you can do the other movements unbroken. If you can't run, do jump rope for 30 seconds, double unders or singles to about 45 seconds. Probably an average 200-meter run. If you got a bike, you can just zip around for a little bit, do a 400-meter bike real quick. A little bit awkward. If you have a rower at home, do about 250 to 300-meter row instead. And then you can do mountain climbers for about 30 seconds if you don't have any of that equipment and you don't want to go outside and run. 14 kettlebell snatches. You can take it from the ground or swing it. Dealer's choice on that. I think the swing is a lot more efficient personally. But if you're going to be a hidden weight, snatch it. So through the hips, drive the hips, and then pull and press, right? Want to keep that kettlebell nice and close to the body. Boom, right? Pop the hips, lock it out, punch the sky. Keep that kettlebell nice and close to the ear, directly over. As it comes down, make sure you're following the midline of your body, not out to the side, but right down the middle, right? Versus out to the side. That's scary on the shoulder. Dumbbells, take it from the ground probably. It's a little bit easier. So right from the ground, catch, catch, right? And then overhead lunges. The overhead lunge, I'm gonna say, if you're doing a kettlebell or snatch, that last snatch, keep it up there, and then really focus on extending the opposite arm and keeping that bicep nice and close to the ear. And then you're doing reverse lunges, right? Yep. Reverse lunges. So you're just doing the same side. The reverse lunge is really tough on that quad, so be ready for that to burn. Should be fun. Let us know if you have any questions. Your one-on-one coach is online, waiting to hear from you. If you're seeing the workout and you're like, I don't have all that, that's okay. Talk to us. We'll figure out something that works for you.